Hello, Writing 394 students, and welcome to Week 3. Your main goal this week is to convert your annotated bibliography into a synthesis literature review. And you'll be doing that following a step-by-step method in a video and in written instructions that I'm going to show you in just a moment. Your other goal is to read a sample, almost professionally written final project, a research report from the Victoria Business School in Australia, and to comment on that business report using the questions that I ask you in the discussion board. And then you will also be posting step 2 of your bibliography to literature review conversion in a second discussion board. Okay, with that overview, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got in the class. As usual, we begin with the overview of the week. And as you can see, we talk about your Project 3, the synthesis. You're also going to be viewing some excellent APA tutorials this week that will help you get your citations just right in this class and then in many others. And here's that document from the Victoria Business School that I was talking about. This is an example of what your final report in this class will look like. Okay, let's go down here to Resources to Peruse. And here are the 3 APA videos that I was referring to. They will do an excellent job of showing you how to cite sources with and without a digital object identifier. Next up is sample papers to read and video to watch. Here is that video that shows you how, step by step, to convert your annotated bibliography into a literature review. And those steps can also be found in written form on a linked web page. Step 1, extract the summaries. Step 2, reorder the summaries. Step 3, divide into paragraphs. Step 4, shape those paragraphs. And step 5, add your introduction and conclusion. You follow those 5 steps and you will have completed the conversion of your annotated bibliography into a synthesis literature review. So keep that in mind, that the annotated bibliography becomes the basis of the literature review. You use one, the bibliography, to create the other, the literature review. Here are some sample papers that may help you get an overall feel for what Project 3 should look like, sound like, and taste like after you have finished with it. And you have 2 sample papers. Okay, let's take a look at our discussion board. Keep in mind that your discussion response is due by Wednesday, your main reply, and your response to a fellow student due by Friday. And what that does is it enables us all to benefit from each other's searching, wisdom, answers, etc. Basically, what you want to do is to download this document here, How to Write a Business Report, and then look at the example of that business report, which can be found on pages 27 through 41. And after you have accessed that sample business report, you're going to answer these 4 questions. 3 of the questions are about the report, and then the 4th question has you think about primary research opportunities. Quick review: primary research is that research which you do yourself. That's giving a survey to interested parties and collecting their answers into a table form. Primary research can include taking pictures and documenting a dangerous situation that you want to correct in your proposal. Primary research is something that you collect and publish yourself. Primary research is not research that has already been published. So surveys, questions, photographs, interviews, those are all examples of primary research. And we'll be getting more into them later. Then in the next discussion board 2, you are to post your step 2 of the synthesis literature review. Step 2 is where you line up your summaries. You take your summaries from your annotated bibliography and you reorder them into some kind of method. Here the method is problem, problem need for understanding, problem need for understanding, problem need for understanding, solution, solution, solution. Well, depending upon your topic, the categories in the left-hand column will vary. Instead of problem in need of solution, you could begin with background of problem. And then would come, let's say you're doing telecommuting or paperless office. For the paperless office, there are several arguments that you're going to find in favor of a paperless office. But before that, you're probably going to want information on the number of different offices across the world that have already gone paperless. So that second column might be number of conversions to date. Then your third column might be the sustainability argument. Your fourth column might be labeled the productivity argument, etc., etc. How to implement number 1, how to implement number 2, how to implement number 3. So what I'm saying is that the identifications in the left-hand column that you see here are not necessarily the ones that you have to use in your step 2. Do what works for you. And this is explained in the video that you're going to be watching for this week. Okay, that about wraps it up. As usual, if there are any more questions, please let me know via email, phone, or text. And I'll see you in week 3.